Well, hello there everyone, this is Joanna. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to play with Mokume gane technique and create this pendant. Of course, I added resin to it, which means that, oh yeah, there must be metallic clay in it. And of course there is, because I love bling. Yes, I do. And I have done Mokume gane in the past, and it's just amazing how much different everything comes out depending on the colors that you layer. So this is what we're creating today, playing with metallics. And this is the lineup. We have copper, bronze, gold. I didn't use the yellow gold, so this is kind of one of those lighter gold, silver. And I also use graphite, but if you don't have graphite, because apparently there's shortage of polymer clay, you can use black, but it would be good if you could have something that is dark. So black would work. Also, this is rolled out much thinner than all these here. You can see that it's barely there. That's what I want. I just want it to be there barely. I don't want it to dominate the pendant, but to basically create little divisions between the different shapes. So we'll get started. So we're going to start layering. We have our copper, we have bronze, gold, silver, and our graphite. Just gonna give it a nice, oops, must have something underneath. Okay, nice squeeze. Cut off the excess, roll it slightly. Make sure that all the layers stick nice together. Cut it in half. Okay, cut it in half. Don't rush, just cut it in half. Okay, and there you go. You have the copper, bronze, the gold, and the silver. We're gonna give it a nice squish. I'm gonna try to turn it into a rectangular shape. I must have something stuck under my craft table because I see it's moving. I'm going to roll it out, and we're going to give it another cut. Let's grab this. Oh yes, okay, there you go. Speaking about having issues today, huh? Alright, so you can see that the layers are becoming really nice. There. We're gonna squish it again and roll it out. And I'm thinking that maybe in this particular case, I rolled out the graphite a little bit too thin because I'm not seeing much of it. But let's see how it's going to come out, and I'll show you how I did my previous one. Okay, so we have one more cut, and you know what? I'm thinking that after this, we are going to be good. So let's give it another roll. Okay, and another cut, and that's it. Okay, we have beautiful layers. This is great. I don't particularly like working with gloves with clay, but lately I have been doing that because my hands get just really dirty from it. Not quite sure if it's because it's very warm outside. Could be. Alright, so we have all those gorgeous layers. Let's grab our circle cutter and just cut it through. Just make sure that it stays, or don't. You can cut it through, or you don't have to cut it through. Whatever you want to do. Just make sure that all the layers are staying the same. And you can do whatever you please. gonna take one of those guys here, just make little holes. They look kind of cool too once you start cutting. And you can even take this and create additional cuts. Let's do one more here. And maybe a couple of holes here. Alright, so this is what we have. Oh my gosh, you guys you must be shaking like crazy here. Must be something stuck there. Alright, so let's make sure that everything, because I was cutting some of those layers completely through, I want to make sure that they still stick together. And I rolled out some scraps with the same colors. It's from when I was playing with it originally. And that's where we're going to start layering our cuts. So let's start cutting. And let's see what we will start getting here. There you go. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to tell you that I rolled out the black, the graphite way too thin. I definitely like where there is more black definition, like with this pendant right here. But this is still okay. This one is fine. I'm going to show you my the clay I used for my actual pendant. But you can see that how different it comes out depending on how thick your clay is, what colors you're using, and so on and so forth. But beautiful, beautiful design. And I don't want it to stretch too much because I really like all those small cells. So I don't want to roll it out too much. So what I'm going to do is I will, oh, this is really, really nice. I will just grab a piece of paper and just roll it slightly just to combine the different layers that I just placed so that they are as one. But I don't want to get rid of all those pretty pieces that I've created here. So you can see that right now this is what I created, and look at this here. So I definitely, this is from before, and this is for that I made this one with. You can see that there was definitely more black in it. So I think I rolled out the black just a little bit too thin. So now I know not to go as thin, just a little bit thinner, but not that thin. But having said that, let's get back to our pendant right here. It's looking really good. Alright. Make sure nothing is stuck. And it is not. And this is the shape. And don't laugh at me. Yes, I took a piece of metal from my husband's garage and I turned it into this design, because I could not find the design in the store and I really liked it. So anyways, I could do it this way, but sometimes I kind of add things to it, so my design varies. That's why I never really like attached to pieces. But let's see. Let's do this. Aha. Perfect. And there you go. Gonna clean it up a little bit. And at this point, we are ready to throw it into the oven. So I'm really curious how this is going to look after I put the resin on. I have to say that I really like the one that has more black in it because of the definitions. For sure, I'm gonna have to make another batch just to make sure that I'm on it, that I totally get it, that that's what it was. But I really liked it, but I don't know if the resin is making it pop up like that, or if that's actually how much stronger, how much more black I had in it. So I'm popping it in the oven right now, and I will add resin to it, and I'll compare it then. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Ta-ta!